Moses, Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Here we go! 15-1. 15-1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 8 read.
59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
18 Gator.
Watch the run.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, Dunn fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist.
On second down now, it's Dunn. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. Right there. Hey. Mike 56. Not today, you are.
Third down, here's Haskins. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
At the 32-yard line.
Exit. Tie him left. Hey, 4 down.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third down, Dunn. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 11 now. Haskins going for he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left. Early in November. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 60 out low. 65, 65, 65.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
61, matchbox, white.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, D. That's it. Let's 57's right. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action now. Haskins, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's no...
Still going. Now he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's done. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's done. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 1st down, done. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
That's the way.
Now Joe Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Set up. 8 read. 80 weapons. Hey, high 7.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Get there, get there.
Snap.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Like 50. Let's go. Let's hit it to 6. Pull it. Half. Check 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Done. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The try. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's it, baby.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, here we go. Echo. 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here it comes. Here it comes.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Orbit. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mixon, and an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. You ain't doing nothing today. 22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers. Out. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
218, jump.
Mixon with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 57. Check right, check right.
Now it's Haskins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
On first down, it's done. And some space here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
70, Indy. 59. Snap.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
60 outlaw. Topper. You got it. Hey, Delta.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Dunn. And he's got room. He cuts it down. He's got some room. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Cleveland, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they'll look to get